Hello everyone, this is Christina from Kilburn's Creations. I finished up that first Polymer clay that I was showing you how to do. And since I didn't get all the way to the light pink, I went ahead and started another one. And what I did is I started with the light pink first and went to the purples. Where this one here, I went from the purples up to the light pink. Just want to give you an idea what that looked like and what a difference it makes. So I'm going to show you how I finish these off back here. Real quick here. I got all my little rolls here ready. Still working with the lighter ones. And see, I put this hole right here. I just poked it. That is supposed to be the center for my right center from where the bud starts. So that tells me that I need to put more over here on this side. And I just keep working into a circle. I don't like that one. I like this one. The later ones, I kind of got them mixed up, and I was trying to clean up a little bit too. Now see, here's one of the things I try to avoid. So when we put this one down, it goes right toward the center, but yet these ones were not put in the center originally. So we're going to take this one here off, and we are going to lay it right about there and push that down. And see, you want to look at the way that your other ones are laying. Back here, I kind of like them where they do stick up a little bit. That one should have been over this way more. Okay, so let's see here. See how this is right here? I don't like that. Let's pull this one off and put it over here more. So it kind of lays down in between some of that. And when I get close like that, I have this little tool. I do believe I got these at Joann's too. They have the balls on one end, different sizes, and then they have different tips on the other end. And what I like to do is try to help push this in a little bit, because I'm going to be drilling a hole there anyways. And then that will help me place my next ones so they're sticking out a little bit, but yet you can push it in the center and make it still work. That one looks good. Let's look at that one. And then this one here. that little part in there and make sure it's stuck in there. Now see how these stand up too much? We just want to kind of bring those back lightly. I'm not real happy with these, but these are turning out better than the first time I tried it 2 years ago. There we go. And I think I want another one right here. One right there. Oh, let's turn you around. Like that. So when I do this, I'm going to be drilling a hole right in here. But it's going to go on top. I'm not going all the way through. So it's going to be my top piece, or my head piece to my stick pin that I'm going to work on here. So anyways, that's how we do those. And then I'll set them down on my and then I'll take those into the kitchen and turn the oven to 250, and I'll bake those for about 40 minutes. And so now I'm going to clean up, and what I wanted to show you guys what I do with my scraps. This is how I prepare my clay most of the time. This is the 2 pieces that we worked on here. Those are the pieces I cut off earlier. So I have enough to do another one if I need to. But I just put it in here. I didn't do nothing else to it because I can use it for something else. And then here what I did is, like, this one here was a mixture of the pink and purples together like this. So I just combined and rolled the whole thing out. So it's like that. When I have a piece in here like that, or even like this one here, I know it's not an actual color. It's something that I mixed. This one also, that was leftovers. Sometimes I do mine. Here's the one I did for the black and the red. This one here. But when I get extra pieces like this, had the black and white mixture, which is going to be like this. These colors are so close together that I'm going to go ahead and just keep mixing it until it turns into a solid color. But sometimes, if I twist them enough and get a design, and then I flatten it out and roll it out, I can make my own cabochons. Let's see, where's my cabochons? Here's some cabochons I still have to polish up yet. But like this one here, this was just leftover clay, like this. And I just made a cabochon with it, you know. I've got the different sizes of the cookie cutters and all. But you can see here, the ones that I use the most, I usually have in this bucket here, so. But yeah, here's some twist ones I did. They need to be polished. Oh, that's still sanded. That one could use a little bit more sanding on it. Here's some leftover pieces I did for when I was making those sea bracelets. I'll be doing another one on that here in a little bit. But yeah, I can take a scrap piece like this if there's a design in there that I like, or even like this one. I do kind of like that one right there. And I just mix it all together, run it through the pasta machine, and then get a couple pieces of scrap or what color that would match it to be on the back of it. Yeah, like this one has the burgundy on the back of it. So that was the burgundy that was in there. Now this one here, I used a white and then just put the mixture on top. This one is so pretty. That I didn't know. But yeah, there's a lot of fun we got coming up too. So here's one that I did. This is a little tiny one. But they look so pretty when they're sanded up and you put something on them. Now see, this one here, I didn't cut right. You can see I did the 2 layers on top of each other, and then I put the variegated piece on top of that. It should have came out like this side did. So I didn't push down on the cutter properly. So what I have been doing lately, because some of these cutters do bother my hands, is I take a cutter and I'll lay it down where I need it, and then I push my stamping block on top, and then I'll push it down. So which makes it a lot easier, and I do that with just about all the cutters, even the little ones. So, but yeah, I wanted to show you that too, since I still had some time. But in this case here, I don't know, I might just go ahead and save that. That is pretty. But yeah, when I do my clays also, this is how I store my clays. Okay, for example, this one here is the red that I used, and so is this one. Usually if it's the same color red that was in the original package, I cut them in little squares like this. If it's just extra pieces, or if it's mixed up like this one here is and this one here is, I just throw the whole thing out like I did here. Oh, I must have had, that looks like the right color. So let me throw this out real quick. There's that one. Oh, I like that side. I could get some good pieces out of that. So if it's not something I want to work on right now, I just find one of these covers here and lay it in there. This will protect it. When you want to look for something, you want to make sure you get something that is polymer clay compatible. Because like the little drawer units, the little plastic drawers, I used to keep my stuff in those. These here, I used to keep my clay in these here, and for some reason the polymer clay actually adhered itself and became one with the drawer, and I could not take it off. And yeah, I pulled the drawer out and all of this underneath was like melted, but the clay and the plastic became one. So you do want to watch what type of containers you use them in. Now those containers that are used for the floss ones that a lot of us beaders use, I haven't had a problem with those. But these type here, that hard plastic, clear plastic like that, it attaches and becomes one. So you don't want to put your clay into these. So what I want to show you is here's some clay blocks I did. Now this one's more like the ribbon floss, but it has the roundness. And these are some canes I made a while, but they've been in here for at least a year since I played with this stuff, and they don't attach themselves. So this is a good storage container for that. And then I've got this one here that I did. I've got a couple blocks over here that I can put away. That's one. Oh, here's my eyeball. Still not quite happy with it. I was trying to make my eyeballs to do my dragon eyes and just haven't found the right technique yet to get it done. These are some of my canes here that I worked on. But yeah, and these plastic ones, soft plastic ones like these are actually the beater ones because they have the rounded bottoms, where the floss actually is flat. I like the rounded bottoms better for my beads, and then I can get in there and take them out easier. So, let you know about that there. So, this has to be baked. And I broke my petal here. Oh, I broke another one. Where's the other one at? Oh. Well, I'll go ahead and paint some of that stuff on to see what it looks like. And then if I have a whole bunch of them, I have my folders here. And I try to keep the colors together. But since I was using all different colors this time, so this is my white folder, leftover white, and then this is my translucent. And then I would have one for my pinks. I think I got my pinks and reds and oranges all together in one. And then I got my purples. I usually keep my purples and blues together. That would go with the red. That would go with the red. But yeah, when I open a new block up like this, and I don't use the whole thing, I'll condition it and cut these little squares out of it. That way they're already small enough to go through the machine so you can get it conditioned and soft. And that's also how I measure for my, when I do the Skinner blends. That way, you know, if you need 2 parts of one and 1 part of another, you know, you need 2 of these and 1 of these. It just helps me remember what I mix better. Now here's what was left over from that brown one. Never got to that pink. Yeah, I did it at both ends. So these actually came from the same piece. I just made it more than I needed to. Let's see. And then I got yellow. I got all different colors. And then like this one here. This one has the variegated. That is actually left over from this one here. But when it's like that and variegated, if you're just going to cut out leaves or petals, it's nice to have low variegated in there. Or you can make the leaf cane, which I haven't made yet. So that is our next step here. We're going to get these baked. And then I'm going to straighten this up a little bit and take a break and work on some lace. So the next video will be on lace, but I still have more bead ones to do for this project too. So you all have a good day. Hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.